Kwa majina, ninaitwa Rongai Leakwara. Mimi natoka Eldume, sub location, Ilchamus location, Ilchamus ward, Marigat. Nafanya kazi ya community, mimi ni budget champion.
The Constitution of Kenya came into effect in 2010 and it introduced devolution which opened new avenues for citizens to participate in the budget-making process, allowing them to have a bigger say in the prioritization of their needs. A major part of these reforms were related to how resources reach the most marginalized areas and communities. The Ilchamus community is one of the smallest ethnic groups in Kenya that over the years has become increasingly vulnerable as a consequence of economic marginalization that stems from government policy that has neglected the arid and semi-arid lands which Baringo County is part of. In Ilchamus ward, Baringo County, public participation has recorded tremendous improvement after local civil society organizations that came together to leverage on collective effort.
We didn't have structures for citizens' engagement. We didn't have accountability mechanisms of government to its own people. We had also very low citizens' understanding of governance. We realized it was very critical. The first engagement that we committed ourselves as Baringo Civil Society Forum was to mobilize communities to engage with the government in the budget process and the planning process.
Notably, Rongai Leakwara, a woman living in a predominantly patriarchal society, is a budget champion who has been trained and exposed to the planning and budgeting process and has been instrumental in engaging with the county government and other actors on behalf of the community. Rongai, who is also living with a disability, has defied odds to continue championing for the rights of her community.
Tolea kusaidia jamii kwa mambo ya bajeti. Kila wakati tulikuwa tukilaumu MCA, hajatufanyia kitu. MCA, hajatuambia kitu. Nikakuja pia kujua kwamba kuna kitu inaitwa public participation. Sikuwa najua. Na wakati nilielewa bajeti, na nilielewa kwa nini inawekwa bajeti, na nikaanza kujitolea kusaidia community yetu. Pia niweze kuelimisha, waweze kuelewa bajeti ni nini. Na miradi zetu nyingi zimesimama kwa sababu sisi hatufuatilii.
Naona vitu ikianza kusonga. Hapo mbeleni tulikuwa giza. Hatukuwa tukielewa vile vitu inaenda. Sababu wakati wanaitisha public participation, hatukuwa tukiona kama ni ya maana. Lakini leo hii tumejua umuhimu ya kufika pale na kusema hii iwekwe na kusema hii isiwekwe.
For a community that was not aware about the provisions for them to engage in the budget process, participating in the budget process has become an active part of their lives. This has been driven by the understanding that their participation makes a difference.
Hapo awali na sasa kuna utofauti kubwa sana kwa sababu watu hawakujua kwamba serikali wanasahusika kwa serikali ama wanasafaidika kwa serikali. Ilikuwa wanafikiri serikali ni ya watu wengine.
The citizens who are budgeting for these projects, everything comes from the people. And then from the people it comes to the assembly. And then from the assembly it goes to the budget.
International Budget Partnership Kenya, IBP, in partnership with Center for Enhancing Democracy and Good Governance, is facilitating citizens through budget champions to steer a budget process that is above par by facilitating civic education in public finance management with the intention of realizing improved service delivery.
We have individuals at the community who are more of animators of these decisions, of these spaces. They inform public deliberations. And what we have purpose as an institution is that we equip them with information in good time in terms of what is supposed to be done, when, who is involved. But then we also point them to where they can get budget documents.
Public engagement that carry out civil education, civic education, and this entire process of financial management. We want to see that more transparency is achieved through the role of the civil society.
The concerted effort has so far yielded commendable results.
The impact of this engagement in the livelihoods of Baringo has been, people have been able to identify the right projects which supports their livelihoods.
The people of Baringo now understand budgets. They know their priorities. And therefore, if you know priorities and you understand how a budget is made, then you know what to do to get resources.
So, you know, once you do now things in a transparent manner, when you see a project being done, at least everybody knows that this project is coming from where, because they already have it and they know.
Budget champion Rongai has learned that neither her disability is an impediment to her right to participate in a process open to all citizens.
Tuliweza kujua kwamba kumbe hii miradi ni zetu na hii pesa ni taksi yetu. Tuliweza kujifunza mambo mengi ambayo imenifurahisha mpaka mimi nimefurahia. Sioni umbali ya kwenda katika kikao ya bajeti. Na kwamba hata kama mwanaume anakaa pale na hataki kuniangalia au kusema mwanamke hawezi ongea akisimama. Na pia katika mila zetu walemavu walikuwa ni watu ambao wanasema wamelaaniwa. Lakini venye mimi nimefika ni kwa sababu nilijipenda na sikujidharau. Niko na haki ya kuitwa, ya kuwa katika taifa la Kenya, niko na haki ya kuweza kuongea, niko na haki ya kusomeshwa, niko na haki. Nilijifunza mambo mengi.
In our engagement with budget champions, our desire and our principle is that we engage in the entire budget cycle. So right from budget formulation to budget approval to budget implementation to budget oversight. We want to see the voice of citizens and especially ethnic minorities and marginalized groups in general being amplified in all these stages, because that is the spirit of devolution and this constitution.
Jambo muhimu sana ambayo tungependa sana kufanya ni kuelimisha watu wetu wajue haki yao. Maana kila mmoja wetu akijua haki yake, lazima hii community tutaisongesha mbali.